Have you been feeling overwhelmed, like you've been on a journey of manifesting and maybe it seems like everyone else is making their dreams come true, but you're not? What if I told you you're actually closer to making them come true than you think? A lot of times when we're on a journey of manifesting, we often feel like we're so far away from our goals. There are some signs that you're actually so much closer than you think. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 signs that your manifestations are actually about to happen. A lot of times we give up just too soon before we are about to manifest our biggest breakthrough. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Krizia, and I'm on a journey to help you glow up from the inside out. If that sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button. Let's get into the 3 signs that may be showing you that your blessings are about to manifest. The first sign is that you're experiencing major shifts in your life. Certain things are falling apart. You're starting to encounter unusual challenges and things just start seeming like they're getting worse. Maybe the people or the environment or the things that used to bring you joy no longer bring you comfort, and then you're actually finding yourself feeling a little bit more distant. But this is a huge sign that the universe is preparing you by removing all the things that no longer align and serve with the next version of you, and it's making space for new blessings to come into your life. So if things start feeling just a little bit off and you can't really put your finger on it, your typical routine is feeling stirred up, this could be a major sign that you are about to enter a new era and your manifestation. If this is something you're experiencing now, it's so important to remember that this discomfort is not here to break you. It's actually here to set you up for a better future. This is the universe's way of shifting things around and creating that space for new opportunities to come into your life. We cannot welcome new things into our life without getting rid of some of the old ones. So think of it as the universe making space to set up what is about to happen for you. I want you to think of the example of a renovation. If you were in a house or an apartment and it needed to be renovated, what would be the very first thing that would need to happen? They have to tear down everything to create new cabinets, a new kitchen, a new bathroom, new mirror. So think of it like that. With every renovation, the process first starts by tearing down all the things that we want to replace. This is the universe's way of giving your life a little renovation. It's clearing out the things that it wants to update or improve or fix or just put a brand new shiny version of that thing into your space. So that's how I like to look at it. It is just a renovation. So if things feel really stirred up and uncomfortable, it is there to set you up for a renovation. And it's especially important to trust the process during this time because it's going to feel messy. Just like a renovation, it's going to feel cluttered. There's going to be things all over the ground. It's going to look completely torn apart. In that process, it is going to look so beautiful and you're going to be so happy with the results. Okay, sign number 2 is that divine connections happen in divine timing. Maybe you've been wanting to hire someone in your business and you suddenly find them. Something that you've been thinking about for a long time, or maybe it's something you've been searching for and it almost feels like it just appeared in divine timing. It's not like an instant wish where you're like, okay, let me think about what I want and then it will appear right in front of me. It's going to happen in a way that when it happens, you're going to feel surprised. You're going to feel shocked. You're almost going to be like, this is the perfect person for the perfect opportunity in the perfect time. It's going to feel surprising. It's going to feel shocking, but it's going to feel perfect. This has happened to me so many times. It always led to big blessings happening for me. It could be about a new job that you've been looking for, or in a relationship, a friendship, someone you've been looking to hire. You might have put a little bit of effort to it in the past and it just didn't really work out. But if you get to a point where you think about it and you genuinely feel that you are ready for it, it will manifest in a very surprising way. At first, it might not look exactly like what you had imagined for yourself, or it might not happen in the way you thought it would, but that's why it will feel a little surprising because you're going to know that you did want this to happen, but maybe it came in a way that you did not expect at all, and that is the divine timing and the divine connection. It's not up to us in our timing that we want things to happen, because if it was up to us, we'd have everything now, but the universe knows we can't take everything all at once. So it will unfold in ways that are perfectly timed for your path. Maybe you got invited to an event that you weren't expecting to go to. And when you go to this event, you just so happen to meet someone who is exactly you've been looking to hire. Maybe it's a photographer, and next thing you know, you're at a dinner table next to a photographer and they're offering to help you. Maybe let's say you've been looking to study a specific thing and you somehow stumble across a unique course that offers exactly what you've been looking for. And it happened in such an odd way. Let's say you were just clicking through a website, totally not even looking for it, and it was on an ad on this blog that caught your eye. That is not a coincidence, that is divine connection. Sign number 3 is sudden closed doors and sudden endings. Sometimes blessings come disguised as endings or as a door slammed in your face. Maybe you wanted an opportunity and you didn't get it. Maybe you lost a job that at one point you really loved, but the universe is now setting you up for an even better job for the next higher version of yourself. Maybe a relationship that once had a lot of meaning in your life suddenly starts falling apart, making room for new blessings. It almost happens in a way where the universe knows sometimes that maybe you are too afraid to quit that job that no longer serves you. Or maybe it knows that you're very comfortable in this relationship, so you haven't yet found the courage to actually leave it. So it starts nudging you in a way that is beyond your control. So for example, you get let go from that job, probably no longer loved it, but you just couldn't find the courage to actually leave it. This is the universe's way of nudging you into the direction that you're actually aligned to, getting you to avoid anything that's distracting you from your higher purpose. This happened to me, and I tell this story a lot because it's so true. I was at a job that I did not want to be at. It was just simply a job to pay the bills. I kept saying that I wanted to leave it, but I felt super comfortable and I couldn't find a way to actually just do it because I was scared. And as my business started to pick up, I knew that I had more cushion to be able to quit my job, but I still was hanging on to it. And next thing you know, this company suddenly went bankrupt and did a bunch of layoffs, and I finally got laid off. A sudden ending, but I knew that the time was right. Until this day, that was the best thing that could have happened to me because I became a full-time creator with a full-time business to run, and I have not looked back since. So if things feel like they're suddenly ending or falling apart, trust that it is all for a greater purpose. Another example of this could be maybe you're part of a project that suddenly the budget is cut off, or maybe it got delayed and suddenly you no longer are able to work on this project. It is in these moments where they are redirected in a way that they did not expect at all, but it ends up leading them to something even greater. I take a lot of Ubers and ride shares, and I often talk to the drivers, and I've heard a lot of these stories from some of those drivers where they got laid off because the writer's strike was happening in the entertainment industry, and because of that, it led them to starting their own business. There was this one driver who I was talking to. He didn't have any work because of the writer's strike, forced to lean into other skills that he had, and ended up creating a startup company with his friend, and now he was building a new business. It shows up in our life as a door closing in a really painful, discouraging way. If you keep that trust in the universe and take inspired action when you feel it, it will always lead you to something greater. So if things start feeling delayed or suddenly ending, trust that the universe is protecting you. It's not punishing you. After this time of uncertainty passes for you, you may experience a time where things start clicking really fast. And it's almost like your life does a complete transformation in what feels like overnight. And you know that it's not overnight because you've been working so hard and going through so much behind the scenes that nobody knows about. You might feel this sudden urge to go into a new career path or explore maybe even something so far off from anything you've ever done before, but you feel this strong urge and sense of calling to it. Maybe that's even moving to a new city, a new country, a new state. You feel this urge that is suddenly calling you to something that you can't explain. And you can't explain to yourself, you can't explain to other people, but you just feel it. And you know that you are being called for a reason. And you'll know when you're on the right path because it will never feel like force. It will feel like complete flow. And it will actually be surprising to you when you realize you're doing less. You're probably not necessarily not doing anything towards your goals, but you're not working yourself to the ground and feeling like you have to hustle and grind towards your goals. It's almost like you reach this point where you're in a state of flow. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below manifestation so I know you made it to the end. If you enjoyed this video, I have a feeling you'll enjoy these videos, so make sure to watch those after this. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!